Oye, porque se me dijo... Sí, se ha ido la luz.
Se ha ido la luz. Pero eso ha debido de ir para esto, ¿no?
Pues están diciendo ahí que también se ha ido, pero vosotros tenéis, ¿no?
¿Aarón?
¿Tenemos
luz? ¿Ahí tenéis luz? ¿No tienen?
Esta gente tampoco
Ni
tiene.
aquí tampoco.
Yo no tengo, ¿eh?
¿Tú tienes o no? ¿Tienes o no? ¿Tú tienes tú?
Se ha vuelto ahí lo del otro.
A todos. No, es que nosotros sí tenemos.
Tenemos forma de enchufar ahí. ¿Podéis enchufar ahí arriba?
Tenemos un enchufe libre aquí. Sí, sí, sí. Aquí hay uno. Un enchufe. Un enchufe ahí. Un enchufe de arriba. Sí, aquí hay uno.
Creo que la batería este caso. Sí.
La que tenemos aquí es
Vale, ya está.
Sí. Bueno, pedid perdón por este pequeño fallo técnico, que hemos tenido problema con el sonido. Bueno, y empezamos con el himno de la selección de Austria.
Se van.
De Austria y a continuación el himno de España. Termina el himno de la selección de España. Van cada equipo a su correspondiente banda. Y aprovechamos, que no hemos podido decir antes por el apagón, el equipo titular en defensa de España con el número 74, Leire Alonso. Número 55, Raquel Díaz. Número 92, Laura Cervera. Número 83, Violeta Wisten. Número 4, Ada Quintana. Número 52, Lara Alaver. Número 25, Patricia Meixide. Número 36, Rosa García. Número 23, Ana Hermoso. Número 8, Ana Deus Suárez. Y con el número 13, Victoria Sánchez.
Good evening from Maracena, Spain at the Women's European Championships in American football. We're back on the field for a very exciting matchup between host nation Spain and Team Austria. We have not seen Team Austria in tournament competition since 2010 at the first Women's World Championships in Stockholm, Sweden. We have seen Team Spain already. We saw them against Team Finland on Sunday, where they lost 56-18, but they scored their first 3 touchdowns in international tournament competition. After the anthems, the two teams' captains are lined up for the coin toss. On the Austrian side, we see number 17, Martina Beisteiner, number 41, Teresa Müllebner, number 7, Cornelia Prüffel, the quarterback, and number 79, Claudia Tsikowski. And on the Spanish side, Monica Rafecas, the quarterback, with number 10, number 64, Silvia Mancia, number 55, Raquel Diaz, and number 30, I believe. I will check 1 second. I don't have a line of vision. It is number 23, excuse me, Ana. Austria will kick the football off, according to referee Luca Scrignani from Italy. So Spain will send out their kick return team. Our officiating crew today is headed by Luca Scrignani of Italy, with Harald Sido of Sweden at umpire, Les Connor from Great Britain as the linesman, line judge Mona Rickert of Germany, field judge Moa Arnfridson of Sweden, side judge Gudrun Borgman of Germany, and back judge Keith Wickham of Great Britain. Both teams were very excited about this matchup, and they both vied to leave everything on the field to try to win this game.
España vistiendo de azul, Austria vistiendo de blanco. Y va a dar comienzo este segundo partido de la
Austria's kicker
este campeonato europeo de fútbol
is
americano
Nicole
femenino.
Huber. Although normally on my roster it would be number 37, Franziska Suttner. Huber kicks off down the middle, and it is fielded by Spain's number 2, Alison Francis Rodriguez. Alison Rodriguez was the receiver and the quarterback on the first Spanish touchdown on Sunday, and the receiver on the second. So she scored Spain's first ever touchdown, and now made a nice return of about 5 yards to the 35-yard line. And it is Spain's football with Monica Rafecas at quarterback in the shotgun. A toss to the left. Nice blocks and a nice run for about 7 yards by Spain's number 28. And that is the running back, Alba Izquierdo Crespo. Unfortunately, there is a player on the field after this very first play. So the player, the coaching staff and training staff will tend to her. It will be second down for Team Spain. 2nd and 7. So it was a 3-yard run for Izquierdo Crespo. Alison Rodriguez is helped off the field. She played wide receiver on that previous play and got hurt, but she was walking off the field. It is another toss play to time and another run to the right. This one was about a yard. It was Isabel Garcia Martin, number 32 on Team Spain, the starting halfback of the Spanish team. It is 3rd and 6 for Team Spain in their first drive against Team Austria here in Maracena, Spain, in the first quarter of the game. Earlier, we had very high temperatures. We had close to 40 degrees Celsius, but by this time it has gone down slightly, so it is a lot more manageable up here and less of a strain on the players. It is a run by Spain's number 7, Beatriz Herzog, who plays quarterback and receiver. But she didn't gain any yards on this play, so it is 4th down, Team Spain at the 37-yard line, and Spain is going to punt the football. The punter for Team Spain is number 21, Maria Azucena Munoz Martos. Austria has 2 receivers deep to fill the punt. Spain in their wide punt formation. Punt goes up the middle and bounces until it stops near the 25-yard line. So the officials are placing the football at Austria's 27-yard line. It is 1st down, Team Austria. And now we're going to see the Austrian starting offense, which has quarterback Cornelia Pripfel at number 7, and her identical twin at wide receiver, number 33, Katarina Pripfel. So a set of identical twins, and the officials told me it was very hard to check their identities because they do look identical. It is a run to the left by the quarterback after a fake handoff, and the run is good for what looks like about 9 yards before she gets forced out of bounds near the 40-yard line. So it was Cornelia Pripfel with the football, and it is 2nd and 1 for Team Austria on their first drive. The starting running back on Team Austria is number 23, Lisa Neubauer, who was actually a competitive dancer before she switched to football. She was a European champion. Snap was slightly low, so Neubauer couldn't really go anywhere because Spain's defense was right through shooting that gap. Tackle made by Patricia Maishida, number 25. and number 83 as well, and that is Violeta Vixten. Nice tackle by the Spanish linebackers. It is 3rd and 5, so this was a tackle for a loss for Austria. It is going to be a passing attempt to the right. It is completed to Austria's number 3, Christina Marie Egger, and it is good for a first down. She was all by herself on the right. Pripfel was pursued by the pass rusher from the left, but from the right side, according from the defense's perspective, obviously. But she managed to get the football out. Huge hit by Spain's number 13, Victoria Sanchez, by the sideline to force Egger out of bounds. Handoff to Neubauer, who runs up the middle for about 4 yards. It will be 2nd and 6 for Team Austria. And the ball is near the 50-yard line, so they are only a couple of yards from Spanish territory, with the clock at 7 minutes and 50 seconds in the first quarter. After fake handoff, Pripfel makes a run for it, scrambles, and avoids a tackle. Does not slide, doesn't go down until she gets tackled at the 30-yard line by number 23 on the Spanish team, Ana Hermoso. Very nice run by the quarterback after a scramble, with 3 defenders on her. As you can see, she avoided that one tackle and then got a few more yards before she got tackled at the 30. In Stockholm, Austria did not have such a mobile quarterback, so this is new for them, and this gives them a lot of flexibility on offense. Instead of the handoff, Pripfel once again keeps the football. She saw something there and tried to run behind a block by Neubauer. And she got back to the scrimmage and got about 2 more yards after contact with the defensive line. So good legs on Pripfel right there. So far we have seen a lot of scramble and a good run from the quarterback, and a completed pass. That was a short pass to the right. This time it's a handoff to Neubauer, and there's some great blocks, so she can go around those blocks and go for the end zone. Great run by Lisa Neubauer, number 23. It is a touchdown for Team Austria, their first touchdown at the tournament, and their very first drive. This was a very good drive put together by Team Austria that almost stalled until their quarterback, Cornelia Pripfel, made that scramble and got that first down. So now they got their running game going as well. For the extra point try, we do have number 37, Franziska Suttner, and the kick is good. It is 7 points on the board for Team Austria, who are the visiting team in this matchup. Spain is not only hosting this tournament, but in this game they are the home team, so they can wear their home jerseys, which have the players' nicknames on the back. The clock is at 5 minutes and 56 seconds in the first quarter. It is 7-0, Team Austria against Team Spain, and Austria is going to kick the football off. So Austria uses different kickers for field goals and extra points, and for kickoffs. On kickoffs, it is actually one of their wide receivers, Nicole Huber, whereas on the extra point try, we saw number 37, Franziska Sotner. They also have a punter, Christina Haberditz, but we have not seen her yet because that first offensive drive for Austria resulted in a touchdown. Spain has their usual 2 returners lined up deep. And the ball sails over the heads of the second line and is picked up by Alison Rodriguez, who's back on the field. She runs out of bounds near the 30-yard line. So it was a short return by Rodriguez. It is first down, Team Spain at the 29-yard line, their own 29-yard line. And it is their second drive of the night, with Monica Rafecas in at quarterback. In the last game, they alternated quarterback drives. It is a pass intended for Alison Francis Rodriguez, but it was incomplete by the right sideline. There was a lot of traffic there. It is going to be second down and 10 for Team Spain. Rodriguez was the MVP of that first game against Team Finland from the Spanish squad because she was involved in all 3 touchdowns. She scored the first one as the quarterback and the second one as a receiver. In the meantime, there was a run in the middle and then a cut back to the outside by Spain's number 86, Lara Rodriguez, the fullback from the Madrid Black Demons, who was the MVP of the Spanish League Championship game this year. Strong legs. And a yard to gain after she couldn't find a hole in the middle and cut to the outside. Four receivers for Team Spain, and Lara Rodriguez as the sole back. It is a pass attempt intended for number 7, Beatriz Herzog, the other quarterback, who, like I said, also plays receiver as well. It was an incomplete pass, slightly overthrown for her. She just couldn't get to the football in time. So it is fourth down for Team Spain, and they are forced to punt again. Number 21, Azucena Munoz, is the punter for Team Spain. Austria's players deep to receive the punt are number 17, Martina Beisteyer, and number 28. And they do not try to return the punt. It was a fairly short punt. It will be placed near the 40-yard line. So number 29, not 28, was the other returner, Yasmin Straka. Both of those players are actually defensive backs. So Team Austria has a first down at their own 39-yard line, with the score at 7-0. Austria in the lead. 4 minutes and 44 seconds left in the first quarter. There's a motion on the play and a handoff to the motioning player, number 33. But Spain's number 23, Ana Hermoso, is right there to tackle the runner, Katarina Prüffel, who is Cornelia Prüffel's identical twin, the wide receiver. She gained 2 yards on this play. It is 2nd and 8 for Team Austria here in Spain. Quarterback under center with two running backs, a blocker, and the tailback. And the tailback was Lisa Neubauer, who ran for about maybe a yard before she got slammed into the ground by number 83, Violeta Alexandra Vixten on Team Spain. Vixten is the middle linebacker. Or one of the inside linebackers for Team Spain. She made that tackle after only about a 1-yard gain. 3rd and 7 for Team Austria, who again changed formations and line up with 3 receivers and a wing. There's a problem with the snap. It is fumbled, but it looks like Pripfel actually fell on the football and will retain possession. But Spain's number 4, Ada Quintana, was right there as well, trying to recover that football. Quintana is one of Spain's most famous linebackers. She was the star linebacker on Spain's World Championship squad. Since then, she has started a family. She has a toddler here with her, and she's still an active player, making plays on Spain's defense. The punt went down the middle and is going to stop near the 20-yard line. There was no return by Team Spain. They'll take the football from that spot. First down, Team Spain near their own 20-yard line with 2.5 minutes left in the first quarter. And they are down by 1 touchdown. Rafecas at quarterback with Lara Rodriguez at running back. At fullback. And the motioning Alison Rodriguez. And pass to number 28, which is Alba Izquierdo Crespo. There were a couple of extra blockers there. The motioning receiver was there to make that block and function as a fullback, an extra fullback next to Lara Rodriguez. But the Austrian linebackers were right there. All 3 of them were in on that tackle. Austria lines up with only 2 down linemen on defense. Rafecas turns around and completes a pass to Alison Rodriguez to the right-hand side. Nice catch in traffic by Rodriguez, one of the shortest players on the team. From the motion, she gained a lot of speed and made that catch out in the flat with Austria's number 29, Yasmin Straka, defensive back, hot on her pursuit and putting a lot of pressure on the receiver. Great catch by Rodriguez. There's less than a minute left in the first quarter, so as soon as this play is over, we will probably switch side. It's a handoff to the running back and a scramble up the middle. The run is now stuffed, but it was not stuffed until Izquierdo Crespo actually gained about a yard or 2 after contact. But there is a flag on the field. We'll see what referee Luca Scrignani will tell us. And we will have time for another play before the end of this quarter, it seems.
Chop block, offense, 73-71, half distance to the goal, replay, 3rd down. cometida por el ataque de España, chop block.
It was a chop block on the offense.
Bloquea a las piernas y al hombro de una misma jugadora.
It was a chop block on the offense, so the ball will go back to near the 10-yard line.
Que será tercera y larga para España.
Somebody was trying to talk to the referee. So until he gets back to his position, we will wait. It's going to be 3rd and maybe 16 yards for Team Spain on this one. And it's 4 receivers for Team Spain. Rafecas is going to throw deep to the right. Pass is broken up. No, it is caught. Wonderful job by Alison Rodriguez. I thought it was broken up by the defender, but Rodriguez actually caught this football in a lot of traffic at the opposite side of. There is a flag on the play again, near where the reception happened, so we will hear about whether it is on the offense or the defense. And the Spanish coaching staff is clapping, so it looks like this was a defensive foul.
Defense 29. First down. Out of the foul.
It was defensive pass interference. So in the process of trying to break up the pass, Yasmin Straka actually made contact with Rodriguez. She still made the catch, which shows how tough this receiver is. And it's going to be a first down for Team Spain near the 30. Rafecas drops back and passes again to Rodriguez, who tries to avoid the tackler and still gains maybe 2 more yards after contact. Reaches with the football. Experienced player. She knows how to add those inches to the end of the run. The O-line provided a lot of space for Rafecas to throw that football. Great push, great pocket created there by the Spanish O-line. And it is, I believe, the end of the first quarter. And we are going to start the second quarter with 2nd and 4 for Team Spain. As soon as we switch sides. On Team Spain, we talked a lot about their linebacking core on Sunday, and they do show a lot of toughness on defense, and they are able to make plays. They recovered fumbles in Sunday's game. But right now the focus is on the offense, who also took use of the opportunities created by their defense in Sunday's game. At the end of both halves, they scored. At the end of the first half, they scored twice, and at the very end of the second half, the game, they scored 1 more time. So they know how to make plays when the time is running out. This was an incomplete pass from Rafecas to number 12, Ana Belén Diaz. And it is going to be 3rd and 4 for Team Spain near the 35-yard line. There is a timeout called. And it was called by Team Austria. On defense, they wanted to make sure they are ready for the next play. Team Spain once again had Lara Rodriguez lined up at fullback. The score is Austria 7, Spain 0 at the Women's European Championships in American football. This is the second game day of the tournament. And earlier today, we saw Team Great Britain defeat Team Sweden and away into the final game of this tournament, regardless of the matchup between Sweden and Germany on Thursday. So we do have one of our finalists for Saturday night, and that is the newcomer Team Great Britain, who came, saw, and conquered both teams they have played so far. So great job by Team Great Britain. And we saw a very tough and resilient Team Sweden, who were hurt by losing their starting quarterback for 2 quarters of the game. And we only saw her great arm when she came back into the game. It is a toss play by Team Spain on 3rd down to the left. And Isabel Garcia Martin was the runner with the football, and she got the yards for the first down. Great work by the running back, good awareness of how far she had to go. And Team Spain now has a first down near the 40. Great blocks on the play, great speed by Garcia Martin. Just enough for the first down. For receivers again, great pocket. And a pass to the left to Herzog, I believe, who gets tackled about a yard short of the first down. This was Claudia Font, not Herzog, on the Spanish receiving corps. She made the catch for 9 yards. Or 8 yards, I'm sorry. 2nd and 2 for Team Spain. Rafecas in the shotgun. But Lara Rodriguez at fullback, she scrambles and overthrows her receiver Alba Izquierdo on the right-hand side. Lara Rodriguez was right there to block for her. She could have scrambled for those 2 yards to make the first down, but she wanted to make that pass to Izquierdo. As much awareness as the running back had on the previous first down attempt, this time this was not the case. So it is 3rd and 2. Rafecas throws deep this time, and it is caught by Alison Rodriguez. Who else? Number 2 is then tackled by the sideline at the 20-yard line in Austrian territory. Huge play by Rodriguez. Beautiful catch, and then more yards after catch. Great blocks again by beautifully thrown pass that Rodriguez caught in stride and made another 10 yards or so after the catch. This is a very good pair. Rafecas and Alison Rodriguez, they are always on the same pace. They just find each other every time. This time it is Beatriz Herzog keeping the football and making a quarterback run, a quarterback draw. This was a design quarterback play. And she runs for another first down at the 10-yard line. Spain is now only 10 yards out of the end zone. 2 great plays by 2 quarterback/receivers who play both of those positions. Like I said on Sunday, this gives Spain such great flexibility. You have 3 quarterbacks, 2 of whom also play receiver. And one of them also runs really well. And this is what we saw, number 7, Beatriz Herzog. And Spain now has a first down at the 10 with Lara Rodriguez at fullback. There's a flag and might be delay of game.
Number 10, 5 yards, still first down.
Indeed, a delay of game on the Spanish offense.
España se ha retrasado antes de sacar
There
la
is
pelota
no
del juego,
play
con lo cual
clock
se penaliza
on the
con
field, so
5
it is
yardas
only the officiating
para
crew
ataque de España. Ahora
keeping
sí,
track
sigue
of
ganando en
the
primera
time,
y gol para la
and
selección española ante una gran
perhaps the
oportunidad
Spanish offense did
de
not
sumar
hear
sus
them
primeros
count back,
puntos esta
or
noche aquí en el Polideportivo de
maybe there was a
Maracena.
miscommunication there, but it is a delay of game. Spanish coach Roberto Torrecillas is looks very angry. I think what he's saying to the referee is that he needs to tell the players when they are running out of time.
In Spain, no flag, delay of game.
So what he was actually angry about is that he called a timeout when he saw that time was running out. So there is no flag for a delay of game, and Spain gets to keep the football at the 10-yard line. So good job on clearing that up between the head coach and the referee. Lara Rodriguez gets the handoff, goes to the outside, bounces out and into the end zone. Touchdown, Team Spain. Number 86, Lara Rodriguez, the fullback from Madrid. Good eyes by the running back, and then good legs making those yards. I wish we could see the replay, but I think we're just lining up. Okay, there's the replay. She was going to run up the middle. She saw no room there and quickly made the decision to bounce outside where there was a lot of green. Austria's defensive players did not contain the outside. The extra point is no good. It was wide, attempted by Beatriz Herzog, Spain's kicker, quarterback, and receiver. A lot of the Spanish players are used to playing several different positions. They have a 7-on-7 league for women here in Spain, and so there's a lot more substitutions, a lot more playing back and forth in those games. It is played on a shorter field. It's a 50-yard field, almost like in arena football. But again, that gives Spain a lot of flexibility on offense. The score is now 7-6 Team Austria with this missed extra point. Spain is down by 1 point. But great drive put together by Team Spain. And it looks like we're going to have a great football game, or rest of the football game. We have about 8 minutes and 50 seconds left in the second quarter. So we still have a lot of football to be played, an entire second half and half of this quarter. So I'm very excited about this game, and it looks like both teams are delivering what they promised to. They are fighting for those yards, and they're making plays on offense. Herzog is getting ready to kick the football off. And it is a deep kick to the left, but it bounces out of bounds near the 22-yard line. Flag down.
Y aunque ha habido una penalización cometida en esta jugada de retorno de kickoff, se reúne el equipo arbitral, vemos quién ha cometido esta penalización.
So Austria will send out their offense after we hear from officials about that flag. The flag is near the 22-yard line where the ball bounced out of bounds.
offside, kicking team, decline, kick off out of bound, kicking team, first down on the 35-yard line.
So the reason that they had to consult is that besides the kickoff going out of bounds, which it does incur a penalty, they also had another penalty, and that was an offsides by the kicking team, which usually means that one of the players crossed the line of the football before it was kicked. And that penalty was declined. The ball out of bounds was not, so it is an extra 15 yards for Team Austria. The ball is placed at the 35-yard line in their own territory, and Cornelia Pripfel is under center at quarterback, with Lisa Neubauer in the backfield. It's a screen pass to the running back, who goes around the Spanish defender and runs for about 8 yards before she gets tackled by Spain's number 83, and that is Violeta Vixten, one of the starting linebackers. It's second and about 2 for Team Austria, regardless of what your screen might say. It is not second and 9, it is second and 2. I formation for Team Austria, actually an offset I, and Neubauer gets the football and runs behind the block by the fullback. And from the position of the officials, I believe it is a first down. Yes, indeed it is. The referee is pointing that way. Neubauer got the first down for Team Austria. It is first and 10 at the 46-yard line, with the score at 7-6. The scoreboard is now off, so I tell you how much time we have left in the quarter. And now it is back in action, so it is 8 minutes till the end of the first half. So Austria has a lot of time. Shotgun formation. Off to Neubauer, who runs to the left on the outside. Spain misses the tackle. So Neubauer gets about 5 more yards on that play until she goes down by the hands of Ana Hermoso, finally. But it seems like she was ruled down. Let's see that play. Runs to the I'm not sure why the ball is there. I did not see her being down, unless there was a fumble, or maybe her knee got down, but I did not see it. I'm sorry. It will be second and 8 for Team Austria. Pripfel again in the shotgun with the running back split. Besides Neubauer, I think it's Siri Knapp, the other running back. When I talked to head coach Cameron Fricky, he said to watch out for, include these 2 running backs. They're both very shifty and speedy. And this time Siri Knapp gets the handoff after some issues of communication between them, and runs for what's very near the first down marker, so about 7 yards. Not enough for a first down. It's going to be 3rd and 1, but that was a great run after some miscommunication by the Austrian running back. Spain with a lot of players in the box. They're sending 2 blitzers and 2 more linebackers trying to play that run, and she gets tackled. Neuboyer gets tackled by Spain's number 8, Ana Leal, after some contact by other defenders, including Spain's number 83, Violeta Wiksten, one of the defensive captains. So this was for a loss for Team Austria, and that means they are 4th and 6 or 7. I believe it's a 4th and 7, yes. And Austria punts the football. Alison Rodriguez picks it up, scrambles over to the left-hand side, and gets tackled by Lisa Neuboyer herself after about 5 yards. It is going to be Team Spain's first down near the 20-yard line. And we have a bit more than 5 minutes left in the quarter and in the first half of this football game. The two teams very even in terms of talent level and technique so far, and they both have a lot of fight in them. So we're going to see a lot of great plays here, I believe. It is Herzog at quarterback for Team Spain, and she makes a run for it, avoids a couple of tackles, and loses the football, which bounces back, but I believe it was a Team Spain player who got to the football first. And yes, it remains Spain's football after Isabel Garcia Martin collected that football after the fumble. But this obviously means after the fumble that the football will go back to very near the original line of scrimmage. There's a player hurt on this play from Team Austria. And we don't see it on the screen, but it was on the fumble recovery attempt. There were 3 or 4 players diving for the football, and so it looks like the Austrian player nicked her ankle on that play. Again, fumble recovery is one of the most dangerous situations for the limbs of players, for ankles and wrists. And Austria's number 41, Teresa Müllebner, is helped off the field. She's limping. They're going to look at her ankle in just a second. If I have any updates about injured players, I will let you know. Monica Rafecas is back at quarterback with Lara Rodriguez by her side. And 3 receivers lined up. Rafecas keeps the football, but it doesn't go anywhere. Austria's linebackers were close by and made the tackle. Number 45, Patricia Stefanelli, was in on that tackle, I believe. It's going to be 3rd and 6 for Team Spain. Rafecas passes complete to Alison Rodriguez on the left-hand side. And Rodriguez once again makes that catch, runs for a few more yards after the catch. It is a first down for Team Spain on the Austrian side of the field at 48. Again, this is like those plays when the quarterback just has that one player that she can connect with, the security blanket. And for Rafecas, definitely Alison Rodriguez. they're on the same page, and they just make that connection every time it matters. And since Rodriguez is very fast, she has been beating cornerback. Spain has called a timeout. Their formation was very interesting in this one, and just the previous one too. I was trying to mention that the three receivers they had on that play before the pass were lined up very close, so it was a tight formation with nobody split wide to provide but also to have an option to run those quick outs for the receivers. So that gives Rafecas a lot of different targets to hit in the flat. And then Rodriguez usually goes deeper to utilize her speed. And after the timeout, it is first down, Team Spain at the 48 in Austrian territory with 3 minutes and 22 seconds left in the first half. And the score at 7-6, Team Austria. In that tight formation, Herzog takes the shotgun snap and runs out to the left. Gets out of bounds, very near the first down marker. But it looks like she was out of bounds a few years before that, so it is 2nd and 5 for Team Spain. This happened at the opposite side of the field. In the Spanish twilight, the lights are on. It is now close to 10 p.m. local time. The reason for these late games being, of course, the scorching heat during the day. Herzog keeps the football, pursued by a defender, and a missed tackle by Team Austria. She runs up the right sideline for a huge gain. She showed us that she can make those runs happen. Great play by the receiver. And a missed tackle in the backfield by Austria. The receiver and quarterback. Of course, she was in at quarterback this time. It is first down in the red zone at the 15-yard line with Rafecas at quarterback, Lara Rodriguez at fullback. The usual suspects right there. And a great pocket again for Rafecas. And it was what looked like a completed pass and a scramble, but it looks like she did not establish possession, and it was ruled incomplete. For a moment, it looked like she made another great catch. This time, she couldn't pull it in. It's going to be 2nd and 10 from the 15-yard line for Team Spain with a little over 2 minutes left in the first half of the football game. Again, a lot of blockers for Rafecas. The snap was too high. It sailed over Rafecas' head, and she couldn't do anything but fall on top of it before the defenders got to her. There's 2 defenders and Rafecas in the pile, and she looks hurt. And she is down. This does not look good. It looks like Team Austria actually got to the football first. So it was just Team Austria that thought that they recovered the fumble. It was Rafecas, like I saw before, who actually fell on the football. But what might have happened is she fell on the football, and then the 2 defensive players fell on top of her, might have gotten the wind knocked out of her. Could be an injury. hopefully it is nothing worse than that. As a running back, I know what that feels like when you fall on the football with some other players falling on top of you. That force can break some bones for sure. So let's hope that Spain's starting quarterback is going to be okay, because this would mean that Spain loses their best passer. Did you have two more quarterbacks? Alison Rodriguez Vivas and Beatriz Herzog. They both also play receiver, but so far we have mostly seen runs from those quarterbacks. So Spain's advantage in this game is being able to use these three and keep the defense guessing. Rafecas is helped off the field by the coaching staff and trainers. She looks banged up, but she's walking. She's holding her chest, so that's gotta hurt. The football. Let's hope she's going to be able to return to this game. Earlier in the game between Britain and Sweden, what really hurt Sweden is losing their starting quarterback for 2 quarters, and they never really recovered from that. So hopefully in Team Spain's case, that's not going to happen. Beatriz Herzog with the football following a block by Lara Rodriguez. Great run up the left side. It's an outside run. And it is good enough to get back to the original line of scrimmage. So about an 8-yard run. After that fumble and recovery, Spain was set back about 8 yards. It is now 4th down for Team Spain, 15-yard line. So they can they have to make the decision of whether to attempt a field goal or go for it. Of course, last time on the extra point try, Herzog did not have power in that kick to push the ball through the uprights. So whether that was an unfortunate circumstance that time and she can actually kick a field goal, I'm not sure, but it looks like they might actually try to go for it. They did call a timeout, so we are going to see what Spain decides to do on this 4th down, so close to the end zone. Only 16 yards out, but a 4th and 10. And down by 1 point. You can see the scoreboard. There's a minute and a half left in the first half. So halftime will give Spain a chance to look at Rafecas and see if she can come back into the game later. This is a hugely important game for Team Spain. They lost to Team Finland. If they lose this game, then they're going to be last in this group, which means they're going to be in the 5th place game on Saturday against the last place team in the other group. Whereas if they win this game, it's going to be wide open. Then the game between Austria and Finland will decide the rankings within the group. Beatriz Herzog keeps the football, runs to the right, and gets tackled after less than a yard, it seems. They, with Rafecas out, they did not attempt to pass the football. They tried to just trust Herzog's legs. But Austria's number 21, Vanessa Döring, was right there and made the tackle with another 2 players pursuing. I think I saw Lovor Camaras as well, number 6. Good teamwork by the Austrian linebackers. And attempts and completes a short pass to the right. And with some yards after the catch, we have what looks like a 2nd and 6 for Team Austria.
5 yardas, colocando el balón en 2ª y 5 para Austria, cuando quedan menos de 50 segundos para llegar al final de este segundo cuarto.
The catch was made by Austria's number 32, I believe. 33, I'm sorry. 33 was, of course, Katarina Prüffel, Cornelia's twin. So it was a twin-to-twin pass. Snap is high, and it is supposed to be a quarterback sneak. There's a lot of push from the defense. It's not going anywhere. The officials call forward progress on this one, and it is going to be for no gain, or even a 1-yard loss, it seems. There was no time left on the clock, though. It is the end of the 2nd quarter, so it is now halftime. So the Spanish defense did their work stopping this drive for Team Austria. And this means we are going into halftime with the score 7-6, but Austria in the lead by only 1 point. We have a 15-minute halftime period, so please stay tuned. We'll come back in just a little bit with the second half of this very exciting game between Team Spain and Team Austria. See you in a bit.
Hola, soy Miriam Lorente Santos, tengo 22 años, soy de la selección española de fútbol americano, juego de receptora titular y vengo de Madrid, del equipo de las Rozas Black Demons. Bueno, yo nací con una parálisis en el nervio ciático, es decir, yo tenía toda la pierna paralizada cuando nací. A base de rehabilitación, de apoyo por parte de mi familia, fui recuperando poco a poco esa movilidad en la pierna, recuperando la fortaleza en la musculatura y los tendones. Me hicieron una prueba, eso, cuando tenía 13 años, entonces de ahí vieron que había recuperado completamente, que era increíble, que los médicos cuando me vieron al nacer les dijeron a mis padres que yo iba a estar o con silla de ruedas o con muletas toda mi vida. Me dedico al fútbol americano. La verdad que desde que lo encontré he encontrado una familia, he encontrado un sitio donde me siento bien, donde puedo ver que puede entrar cualquier persona que quiera hacer deporte. Siempre va a tener apoyo por parte de los equipos porque es eso, encontrar tu segunda familia y esta vez la eliges tú, ¿sabes? No va a haber ningún problema. Siempre hay unos rifirrafes, quieras o no, pero siempre vas a tener el apoyo. Siempre he hecho mucho deporte desde pequeña, he hecho natación, he hecho baloncesto, he hecho pádel, he montado a caballo, o sea, me he movido en cualquier deporte, pero cuando encontré el fútbol americano fue como he encontrado mi sitio. Bueno, yo siempre que me despierto me hago mis estiramientos matutinos obligatorios, luego ya me voy a la universidad. Ciencias del deporte he aprendido muchísimo, todo lo que aprendo en la universidad lo llevo a cabo conmigo misma, yo soy mi propio ejemplo. Y si yo veo que lo puedo hacer, sé que otra persona lo va a poder hacer y es con lo que voy a trabajar en un futuro. Si tengo algún hueco entre clase y clase, voy al gimnasio. Luego, bueno, como, me voy al campo. Pues yo también entreno al equipo de flag football, es sin contacto, entreno a niños de 11 a 13 años. O sea, mi día a día es salir a las 7 de la mañana de casa y regresar a las 11 de la noche. Cuando empecé a jugar al fútbol americano, llevaba 2 meses, poquito más, y justo me faltaba una semana para mi primer partido y Desafortunadamente en un entrenamiento yo empecé a jugar de quarterback y me placaron por detrás. Tuve la mala suerte de que tuve una luxación de cadera y al llegar al hospital me dijeron no, tú no vas a poder volver a hacer deporte. Y el deporte fue lo que desde pequeña me dio la vida y entonces pues fue un bache muy duro a nivel psicológico, sobre todo. Pero luego ya pensé, dije, he superado una parálisis de una pierna, ¿cómo no voy a poder superar una luxación de cadera? Eso no me puede impedir seguir jugando a lo que realmente me gusta, porque por fin había encontrado mi deporte. O sea, para mí estar aquí es un sueño porque es ver cómo he superado todo lo mío y ver que nada te puede impedir en esta vida, no hay ninguna cosa que te lo pueda impedir. Si tú tienes un sueño, ir paso a paso, como siempre digo yo, step by step, hasta llegar a lo que realmente quieres. Y estar aquí en la selección era el top 10, por así decirlo.
Bueno, y en esta ocasión va a patear el equipo de España, retornará la selección de Austria.
Welcome back to the game between Spain and Austria here in Maracena, Spain at the Women's European Championships in American football. The score at the end of the first half was 7-6 Austria, and Spain kicks the football off to begin. It is picked up by Austria's number 4, who runs around a would-be tackler and then gets tackled near the 25-yard line. The returner was Victoria Legat.
Por lo cual comenzará este tercer cuarto, el ataque de Austria y la defensa de España.
We had a very eventful first half with both teams scoring one touchdown and Austria converting the extra point, so that puts them 1 point in this football game. Unfortunately, towards the end of the first half, after a fumble and a recovery, Team Spain lost their starting quarterback, Monica Rafecas, to an injury. In 1 second, Austria's quarterback, Cornelia Pripfel, keeps the football and runs it up the left to the left-hand side for about 5 yards. The ball will be placed at the 30-yard line. It is 2nd and 4 for Team Austria. So I got 2 conflicting reports. One said it was the non-throwing shoulder that was injured, but now I heard that it was a broken wrist. It looks like Monica Rafecas is out of the competition. Unfortunately, she suffered an injury that is going to end her tournament. Spain has 2 more quarterbacks. But unfortunately, this means we will not see those beautiful Queen Rafecas and Alison Rodriguez that got them so many yards in the first half and in the previous game. It's a handoff to the running back and a run up the middle for the first down, even though Spain's linebackers were trying to tighten up at the line. There was good push by the Austrian O-line on that play, and Neubauer made those yards. So Austria has a first down at the 35-yard line. Triple passes to the right to Neubauer. It's a quick swing pass to the running back. She runs through the defense and down the right sideline all the way to the end zone. Number 23, Lisa Neubauer, scores Austria's second touchdown in the game after what looked like it would be a short pass play with a lot of pressure on the quarterback. But she makes a good read. There's a missed tackle at the and then she uses her speed to go past all the defenders and into the end zone. Extra point attempt by Team Austria after the touchdown run by Neubauer. Is good, even though there was seemed to be a bit of a problem after the snap, but the hold was finally placed, and number 29, Yasmin Straka, kicked the football through the uprights and made that extra point for Team Austria. So the score is now Team Austria 14, Team Spain 6. 10 minutes and 19 seconds left in the third quarter. Team Austria will send their kickoff team on the field. The usual two players lined up deep, Alison Rodriguez on the right-hand side and Azucena Munoz on the left-hand side. Austria now has number one, the usual kickoff kicker is Nicole Huber. And she is the one kicking the football off for Team Austria. It's a short kick down the middle, but Rodriguez picks it up and runs it back about 4 or 5 yards. It is going to be Team Spain's first down on their own 42. 43 to be exact, after the officials placed the football. So Team Spain has a tough road ahead right now after losing their biggest passing threat in Monica Rafecas to that injury after the fumble recovery. And she valiantly threw herself on the football. And number 7, Beatriz Herzog, the second quarterback, lined up, who hands it off to Lara Rodriguez. And Rodriguez runs up the left-hand side in the middle for a 1-yard gain. Side run for the fullback. We will see a lot more handoffs and quarterback runs in this case. But I'm hoping to see some passes, perhaps by this quarterback as well. Rodriguez is a very prolific receiver, but it is hard to connect to a receiver when you haven't practiced that a lot. Beatriz Herzog tries to run to the right. She gets tackled by Austria's number 5, Sandra Haber, linebacker. She was pulling on the jersey a lot, but she did not grab the pads from the inside. So it was not a horse collar tackle. It was just pulling the jersey, which is actually allowed in this game. It is 3rd and 9 for Team Spain. They made 1 yard on this try. Three receivers in a Badger formation and a trade by the fullback. And a motion by Rodriguez. A quick pass intended for number 28, Aba Izquierdo Crespo, but she dropped the pass, and so Spain will be forced to punt. She wasn't sure if it was going to be ruled a fumble, so she picked it up and tried to run it, but it was a forward pass, so it was ruled incomplete. 4th and 9, and a Spanish punt. Snap is good, and the punt is a nice long one down to the right, and keeps rolling all the way down to the 15-yard line. That was a very good punt. It was a very good punt by the Spanish punter, Azucena Munoz. There is a Spanish player down on the field, number 56, Marta Gonzalez Lopez, and the trainers are going to look at her. In the meantime, Team Austria sent their offense back out on the field, and they will start their drive at their own 15-yard line with a first down after the injury timeout. Gonzalez Lopez is being helped off the field. She cannot put any weight on that right ankle, so that looks like a more serious injury. Let's hope she can return to play, at least on Saturday, if not today. For Team Spain, it's actually a huge deal that they have a complete roster. They have 45 players here at the tournament. At the World Championships 2 years ago, they only had 30 on their roster, and with a couple of injuries, they basically only had 27 or 28 active players. This time it's Austria with the shortest roster. They, I think, only have 31 or 32 players. And a great play by the Spanish defense, sacking the quarterback for a 5-yard loss. It's going to be 2nd and 15 for Team Austria. Triffel tried to scramble to the left, but the Spanish linebacking core was on her tail. It is 2nd and 14 in the 3rd quarter. It's Cornelia Triffel at quarterback, Lisa Neuboyer at running back, and 4 receivers for Team Austria. It is a short screen to Neuboyer, or a swing pass actually. Simply that she scored on. This time it was good for about 9 yards. There is a flag down on the field near the defensive side of the field. Neuboyer was tackled by Spain's number 13, Victoria Sanchez. There was another defender on the tackle as well, and the flag was thrown near that area. It looks like it was a downfield holding call on the offense.
Offense number 1. From the end of the run, 10 yards.
Indeed, it was one of the Austrian receivers, Nicole Huber, who held a defender on display, and that means it is a 10-yard penalty. It was an offensive holding call, so it is a 10-yard penalty on Team Austria. Shotgun snap and a handoff to Neuboyer. She gets tackled after just a few yards, there is another flag on the play and a lot of yelling from the local crowd. Let's see that play right there. Can't really see anything in that crowd. It was a personal foul on the defense for face mask, which incurs a 15-yard penalty and an automatic first down. The umpire was very close to the play, and he was the one who threw that flag. So he saw the face mask penalty on the defense. So Austria has a new set of downs now after what looked like a stalled drive. And Pripfel keeps the football, gets pursued and tackled after about 2 yards by the Spanish defense. Again, it was the first stop was made by pulling on her jersey. We have another injury on display. Somebody might have fallen on top of the defensive player. It is unfortunate. Players lost to injuries, but Spain's number 74, Leire Alonso Ginas, is walking off the field, and she does not have a limp, so perhaps it was an arm or a hand. Thankfully, she will probably be able to return. It is 2nd and 8 for Team Austria. We're more than halfway through the third quarter. Austria is 8 points up. At 10:30 p.m., Austria is going to try their next play with Pripfel completing a short pass down the middle to her receiver, number 28, Tatiana Clement. This is practically a tight end pass to the slot receiver. Austria now has another first down. The ball is at the 45-yard line. And it's a handoff to the running back, Siri Knapp. She runs for a yard before she gets tackled by Caro Casamitana of Team Spain. We have a lot of people watching from around the world, so I'd like to take this time to give a shout out to everybody in the United States and elsewhere and around the world tuning in to watch women play American football in Europe. Quarterback under center and almost fumbled the handoff to Siri Knapp. There was some miscommunication there. The fullback was already through the gap. Knapp tries to make something out of that play and actually gets a few yards on that inside run. Without the block. Good work by running back. It is 3rd and 4 for Team Spain. I have heard from Team USA coach, two-time world champion, Coach Konecki. He is saying hi to everybody he knows on all these teams and wishes everybody good luck. Thank you for tuning in, Coach. The snap is high over the head of Cornelia Pripfel. She runs back and recovers it, but it is about a 15-yard loss for Team Austria. This will be 4th and very long. 4th and 25 for Team Austria. They will punt the football away in this situation. There's no need for them to rush things. Spain's down by a score. Carrying quarterback to an injury. So Austria is going to punt it away. I believe one of the gunners actually moved first before the snap. Looks like a full start for Team Austria.
For the snap, full start, 33, offense, 5 yard, still 4 down.
5 more yards added to this already long field, so be 4th and about 30 for Team Austria on this punt. Austria's punter once again is Christina Haberditz. And it is a short punt down the middle, recovered by Team Spain's number 21, and she goes around the blocks and up the left side of the field back to the 20-yard line. Azucena Munoz, Spain's own punter, recovered this punt and returned it. Nice read on those blocks. Great block on the first level, and then she uses her legs to get a few more yards out of that play. It gets tackled right by the sideline by Team Austria's special teams players. Spain has a first down and very good field position at the 23-yard line. And Monica Rafecas is actually back on the field. So maybe the first report was that I got about her injury was correct. And so it is a shoulder injury, but not to her throwing shoulder, and she to play. That's great news for Team Spain. I got so excited about seeing Monica Rafecas on the field that I forgot to comment on the play. It was actually a run to the right for about 3 yards. And the run was by, I'm sorry, I missed the number of who the run. I thought I saw Ana Hermoso up there, but no, it was actually Isabel Garcia Martin. Yes, thank you very much, my game day roster. I do not have any help talking into my ear about who made the tackle or made the play, so it is just me, one-man show, one-woman show here in Maracena, Spain, but I do have a great crew, production crew, working on the visuals. You can see gorgeous camera angles and great quality of the picture, so huge shout out to our local production crew here. They're doing a wonderful job. And this time I actually have a screen in front of me with the replays because the temperature went down far enough that the computer is not dying every 2 seconds from the heat. So thank you, production crew, for making that happen as well. I guess the weather gods are also kind to us. So Rafecas back at quarterback with Lara Rodriguez at fullback and Isabel Garcia at tailback. There was a motion by Alison Rodriguez and a lot of whistles. Possibly movement by the O-line. Yes, it was a full start by the O-line before the motion was set and before the snap, so it is a 5-yard penalty for Team Spain. It is second down And with the 5-yard penalty, it's going to be 2nd and 12 for Team Spain.
5 yardas de penalización, será segunda y larga para España.
There are 2 minutes left in the third quarter, with Austria up, down, and a successful extra point against Spain's 1 touchdown with no extra point. But Spain got a lot of hope with Rafecas back in the lineup, playing through her injury.
Offense, number 10, 5 yards from the previous spot. Still second down.
Another delay of game penalty for Team Spain.
Retraso al iniciar la jugada. Recordemos, cada equipo tiene un tiempo limitado.
Again, we do not have a play clock on the field, so it's more difficult, especially when there's a lot of noise around. But these are the penalties that can set you back those few yards that you might actually need to get that first down. So hopefully we won't see any more delay of game penalties. And right when I said that, we see another flag flying. It might have been another false start. Yes, it was another false start. It was the same play with the motion, but this time to the other side. And another 5-yard penalty. Spain has now committed 3 consecutive penalties. 2 full starts and a delay of game, which means 15 yards lost, 2 penalties on this one drive, and this one down. It is 2nd and 22, according to my screen. And that's what it looks like on the field as well. The ball is at the 35-yard line. Tell me it's not another delay of game penalty.
Delay of game. Offense, number 10, 5 yards from the previous spot. Still second down.
And it is another delay of game penalty, so it is the 4th consecutive penalty on Team Spain. 20 yards lost on this drive. Now we're back the 40-yard line. And Spain is going to scramble to line up real quick with no play clock. 4 receivers and a single back. Rafecas drops back, and pass intended for Beatriz Herzog down the middle is overthrown, incomplete. It is 3rd and long for Team Spain. It does give Spain a huge weapon to have Monica Rafecas back on the field. Perhaps she's going to look for her security blanket again. Alison Rodriguez with number 2. She's lined up wide on the right. And Rafecas looks towards Rodriguez, but then scrambles to the left and throws a beautiful deep ball towards Beatriz Herzog, but it is broken up by Austria's 25, I believe. So she scrambled, and the pass would have been accurate, and if caught, there was nothing but green in front of her. It's Austria's number 15 breaking up the pass. That was Ruth Gutjahr, who before playing football was actually on the Austrian national team for basketball. So she's got great hands, and we saw a demonstration of that there. So Spain has to punt the football. Azucena Munoz kicked another nice punt down the middle. It is fielded near the 10-yard 15-yard line. No, I was right, the 10-yard line, I'm sorry. Team Austria's offense will get the football at their own 10. And we're almost at the end of the third quarter. With the score 14-6, Austria. Before the game, I talked to Coach Cameron Fricky. He sent me some extra information about the team. I will tell you a few things about the team when I get the chance, about how they prepared for this tournament and what Coach Fricky thinks are the strengths of the team. It's a handoff and an inside run attempt, but the run is stuffed. It was stuffed after about a 1-yard gain. It is 2nd and 9 for Team Austria. It is the end of the third quarter, so we're going to move the ball to the other side. The run was actually made by Lisa Neubauer, number 23. Look for who Austria has in at running back. It is Neubauer who scored one of the Austrian touchdowns. So while the teams are moving to the other side of the field for that 2nd and 9, let me tell you a bit about what Coach Fricky said about their preparation. They had 3 training camps that were weekend training camps in the spring. They normally have their women's league in the spring, but they moved it to the fall to make room for national team training camps. The women's league is usually 9-on-9 with occasionally 11-on-11 if there are enough teams to take on that challenge. So this year it will be a 9-on-9 league starting at the end of August with 5 teams. One of the teams is from Hungary, the Budapest Wolves, which is where I play. So like I said, I actually know a lot of these players from the field. I played against many of them. Pripfel keeps the football, runs to the right. That I was about to say that the way she held the football was holds the football, and she did fumble right after I had that thought. It looks like Spain might have recovered that fumble, but we will see. Spain is happy, and the referee is pointing that way. So the fumble was recovered by Team Spain just a few seconds into the fourth quarter after a scramble and a run by Cornelia Pripfel. There's a forced fumble and then recovered by Team Spain. Team Spain has a first down at the 15-yard line. So after that really bad or unfortunate turn of events with the 4 penalties drawn and then the forced punt, they actually get the ball back. Their defense once again made a play, forced a turnover, and Rafecas tries to pass to her favorite receiver, Alison Rodriguez. It sails over her head and out of bounds, so incomplete pass. I'm sure the shoulder injury has to bother Rafecas on the field, and so that might interfere with her throwing accuracy a little bit. But she does have a great arm. We saw some great passes from her at the World Championships. It is an offensive penalty, a 5-yard penalty for illegal formation, which means it is first, since it was on first down. It is 1st and 15 for Team Spain. Lara Rodriguez remains the single back in the Spanish formation. Rafecas looks to the left and it's an incomplete pass intended for Claudia Font, number 3 on the Spanish team. This one was underthrown. Rafecas is gauging her targets, it seems. The first one was overthrown, this one was underthrown. So let's hope the third time's the charm. Let's hope the third one will be a complete pass. Alison Rodriguez is on the right side, split wide. And Rafecas looks in her direction right away. There's a lot of traffic. She's trying to catch the football. It's broken up by the Austrian defense. And in the process, number 7, Beatrice Herzog, got hurt, but she gets up. It looks like somebody might have hit her ankle as they were trying to bat the football away. Trying to go for the football, as you saw, and landed funny. I wouldn't say funny, it's never funny. So it landed in a wrong way on her ankle. Shotgun snap to Rafecas. She scrambles forward and gets tackled after about 2 yards. Ouch. I was really worried right there because coming back after that shoulder injury and then trying to make a run for it, that's just going to be the adrenaline working in Monica. It's going to be 4th down and 12 for Team Spain with 10 minutes and 47 seconds and counting. They are going to try a field goal kick with Beatrice Herzog lined up at kicker and Rafecas holding. But it was actually a trick play. She did not place the ball on the ground, threw it to Herzog, who tried to make a run for it. But the Austrian coverage team did a great job rushing from the sidelines. There was Vanessa Doring, number 21, and number 5, Sandra Haberl, and a third player who is on the field still, as she was at the bottom of that pile. And a Spanish player is also being helped up. That is number 62, Irene Menino on Team Spain. I don't see who's down on the Austrian side, but while this injury timeout is going on, it was going to be a first down for Team Austria, and it is going to be a first down for Team Austria after a turnover on downs. So let me just go back to my conversation with Coach Fricke about the team. His expectations for his team were that the team plays hard for 4 quarters and plays together as a team. So he would be happy to see if that play gets Team Austria a win or 2. He's going to be happy with that effort. Number 45 on Team Austria is Patricia Stefanelli, and she could not really put much weight on that foot. She is being helped off the field, so another injury, this time on Team Austria, and it will be a first down for Team Austria at the 20-yard line. And it does look like this team is definitely doing what Coach Fricke was expecting them to do. They are fighting through this game all 4 quarters. And Friffel actually completes a pass down the middle to Victoria Legatz, number 4, for the first down. That was a good play designed to get them the first down. Sending the right between the linebackers with an accurate throw. That is a high percentage play. 4 receivers for Team Austria with a single back. Triple fakes the handoff keeps the football, scrambles to the right, but doesn't go far before she gets tackled by Team Spain's number 55, I believe. Number 55 is Raquel Diaz Garcia. And Ana Hermoso was in on that tackle as well. Besides the running backs that I talked about earlier on the Austrian team, Coach Fricke also told us to watch out for defensive backs and linebackers. But right now their offense is on the field, so it is Lisa Neubauer, one of their showcase running backs and the one who scored one of the Austrian touchdowns. And she ran to the outside on the left for a gain, and it is third and about 5 yards, so exactly 5 yards. It is 3rd and 5 for Team Austria. Neubauer ran out of bounds before Spain's Ana Leal could get to her and make the tackle. Offset I formation with a fullback and a handoff to Neubauer, but there was no room to go anywhere on that play. Great work by the Spanish defensive line. Tackle made by Raquel Diaz, number 55. As the local announcer is saying, there is a little bit over 8 minutes left in the football game. This is the 4th quarter, and there's a 1-score difference between the two teams. So this will be a very tight finish, exciting finish, as Austria is punting the football to Spain. Alison Rodriguez picks it up and runs it up the right sideline into the Austrian coverage. Tackled by number 12 and number 23. That was Lisa Neubauer at number 23 and Christina Haber, 12. Haber is the punter herself. Returned by Alison Rodriguez. She has a slight limp, remains on the field. The ball will be placed at Austria's 48-yard line for a Spanish first down. Now is the time for the local fans to cheer their team on. And the local announcer is asking everybody to show some support for Team Spain in this game. They could very well win this game. Herzog keeps the football and runs to the left and out of bounds before the first down marker. It is about 8 yards of a gain for Team Spain. So what I was going to say is Team Spain could win this game. Team Austria could win this game. This is wide open. It's just 8 points. So it's still anybody's game. And I'm really enjoying this game because the two teams are so well matched. And they have different strengths. And both teams have a very strong linebacker unit. Team Spain has a great defensive line as well. They can give that push. Team Austria only has 2 down linemen of defense, like I said, so they rely primarily on their linebackers and their pass rush. And of course their defensive backs, who Coach Fricke pointed out we should look out for, including Martina Beisteiner and Yasmin Straka. And according to Coach Fricke, the main strengths of his team are athletic ability, speed, and the fact that the girls love to hit. Well, that's a good thing to hear about a football team. But I think I could say that about Team Spain as well. They enjoy a good hit. They enjoy delivering hits. and they also have some players that are very fast. Team Austria is definitely more unified. They have a more unified look. They really look like a team this time. In 2010 in Stockholm, there were great individual players, but I didn't see as much of a unity on the team. This time they do have that, and that's a huge point of strength for a team, just like we saw from Great Britain. So far I've seen the greatest team unity from them, and also um, they have a good system down, and they were quite dominant in Spain. Spain committed another full start penalty. So on second down, this is going to be in second 2. This will be second and 7. One of the players runs straight through before the snap. And being with Team Spain in the last several days, they were of course here training for the tournament in the week prior to the beginning of the tournament. As to the left, and the fullback runs for 5 yards to regain the lost yards from that full start penalty. It will be third and 2 for Team Spain. So going back to what I was saying before, spending all this time with I also felt a great chemistry on that team. They really there, and it's just a really fun bunch, and they great people, very hospitable. It's been amazing to spend so much time with them as well. Rafeka's passes to the right, and it is complete to Alba Izquierdo. She runs up the right sideline for a huge gain. Alba Izquierdo, number 28. Great first down play by Team Spain. And they're moving the football, they're moving the chains. First down at the 28-yard line in Austrian territory. We have 6 minutes left in the game. So Team Spain, if they can keep this drive going and score, they can tie the game. We may even go into overtime. That would be great. I mean, just more football. Who's not excited about that? There's a lot of emotions there, and it looks like there might have been motion by 2 players at the same time. But it was not the motion, it was another delay of game penalty on Team Spain. So time management tonight is not exactly their strong suit. And obviously they don't want to call all their timeouts on in these occasions. They line up with their Badger formation, but Rodriguez actually motions out from that. And it's a handoff to Lara Rodriguez, who scrambles up the middle for a good 5 yards. Again, back to the original line of scrimmage. It is going to be third and 10 with 5 minutes to go and an Austrian injury on the field. Austria is has one of the oldest women's tackle football programs in Europe. The first country in Europe to have a women's tackle football league was, of course, Germany back in the 1980s. But in Austria, I believe it has been 11 or 12 years since the very first Ladies Bowl. Yeah, I believe it's 12 years, but I will confirm with the Austrian executives. So they have a long-running program, and one of the teams, the Vienna Vikings, whose head coach is the national team head coach, Cameron Fricke, have a very solid program, and they are the one team that has been able to stay together for the longest time and have enough players to field every single year. And it's exciting that this year there are actually 5 teams in the Austrian League, including Hungary's Budapest Wolves. We had years when there were only 2 or 3. Hand off again to Lara Rodriguez. She runs around and makes a tackler miss and runs for about 2 more yards. It's going to be, it was 2nd and 10, not 3rd and 10. Apologies for my previous mistake, but now it is going to be 3rd and 6. And there's another injury on the Austrian team. Again, Austria has the shortest roster at this tournament. They only brought 31 players. So an injury anytime can hurt them a lot, especially since they had the first day off. So that means they have 3 back-to-back games, but only 1 day in between. So they are playing today. They have a game, a huge game against Sweden on Thursday. And then, of course, they have to play another game on Saturday. And in this group, anything can happen still. Obviously, Finland was very dominant against Spain, and they already have a win in the books. If Austria wins this game, then everything rides on Thursday's game between Finland and Austria to see who gets into the final, and the other team would play the bronze medal game. If Team Spain wins here, then Austria will lose those hopes of getting into the final, but depending on that last game, they could possibly still get into the bronze medal game. So everything's wide open in the group right now. In the other group, like I said, Team Britain has secured its spot in the final after a strong outing against Sweden. So that means in the other group, after this incomplete pass, it means in the other group it is going to be between Sweden and Germany to decide who gets to play for the bronze medal. Pass was a result of Rafeka's throwing the football away because she did not see any open receivers, and that loss of a down instead of perhaps getting another fumble or injury. She drops back, and since it's 4th down, she is going to attempt the deep ball. She throws it into a lot of traffic, and it looks to be intercepted in the end zone by Austria's Martina Beisteiner, one of the defensive backs Coach Fricke pointed out. The local announcer was calling an incomplete pass, but it was actually an interception. Let's see. Yeah, Beisteiner has her hands on the football, so even though she might have done better by just letting it fall on the ground, but of course in that situation you want to get that football because otherwise the receiver might get her hands on it. It would have given a better field position for Austria to just let it go incomplete because in this case the ball is placed where the interception actually happened, which is near the goal line. So it was not in the end zone, it was just past the end zone. It's a handoff to Neubauer, who runs it up, to Siri Knapp, number 19, who runs it up the middle for about 3 or 4 yards, it seems. Second and 5 with less than 4 minutes remaining in the 4th quarter. So Spain's defense has got to make a stop here in order to have a chance at coming back into the game and maybe turning things around. The local crowd is making a lot of noise to help the defense And it is a run by Lisa Neubauer. She goes around the defense and picks up some speed down the left sideline. Nobody even close to her. She runs all the way down into the end zone. It is another touchdown for the speedy running back from Team Austria. Touchdown, Team Austria, with 3 minutes and 17 seconds remaining. This puts Spain in a very position with 2 scores down. The score is now 20-6. Team Austria. It was a huge play. Great vision by the running back. You saw her read those blocks, get through that first level. The Spanish defender in time, and once she is out in the open field, she picks up so much speed. You could just see her leave everybody behind. There was just no way to get to her. Her straight line speed is amazing, and that's definitely one of the things Cameron Fricke pointed out before the game. They do have the speed in that running back. The extra point is good. Another point on the board, so because there is a flag in the play, so we will hold off on assessing the score for just a second. Let's hear it from referee Luca Scrignani. He's consulting with the Austrian, so it looks like this was a penalty on Team Spain, which means the kick is good. It's a personal foul on Team Spain. A 15-yard penalty will be assessed at the kickoff, like you might have heard referee Lucas Scrignani state. So that means the extra point is good. The score is Austria 21, Spain 6. With just over 3 minutes left in the game, Austria will kick the football off. Spain will have another chance. If they can score in this possession and not spend too much time on this possession and then attempt an onside kick, they could still make something happen. So this is now up to Team Spain to try to scramble and fight for those points. They did prove that they can do that at the end of the first half and at the very end of the second half in the game against Team Finland. In both cases, they scored with only a few seconds left on the clock, or the clock running out. So if they can do that again, then they still have a chance. The teams, of course, lined up wrong on the wrong side of the field for the kickoff. That happens. Sometimes you get confused after a score. But now everything is sorted out. And with of course, the ball is going to be placed at the 50-yard line instead of the 35. So the officials are just waiting for the tee for the football. But the Austrian kicker actually has the tee in her hand, so now it is placed. The ball is ready to play. Spain has on the right side to receive the kickoff. It is a deliberately short kick to the second line. They did not want to kick to Rodriguez. Recovered by Spain's number 62, Irene Menino. So she is back on the field after that injury earlier, and she recovered the kickoff for Team Spain. It is Team Spain's football. First down at the 30-yard line, at their own 30, in a crucial drive in the fourth quarter of this football game. 2 scores down. And it is a completed pass to number 3, Claudia Font, and she runs up the right sideline, and it looks like she made the first down with that scramble. She caught the football with a couple more yards to go and then ran out of bounds near the marker. But the ball is placed on the 40-yard line, so it is 1st and 10 for Team Spain. They have to keep this moving. They have to make it quick. No more delay of game penalties, that's for sure. Rafecas throws the football to Alison Rodriguez, and it is a completed pass for 5 yards to number 2. Spain is in hurry-up mode. You can see them scramble. They tend to do really well under pressure, so let's see what happens here. This time they actually jumped too quickly. It looks like a full start to me. I think one of the receivers might have jumped before the snap. It was Alba Izquierdo. I believe she was lined up as an H-back. And it's a 5-yard penalty. This is what you cannot do in this situation. You got to have that discipline. You want to hurry up, but you also have to hold back and make sure you don't jump to snap. I mean, this is kind of obvious to state that, but this is a discipline issue that is very important by Lara Rodriguez, but the pass was short. The relentless rush by Austria's number 26, Constanze Marek, gave the blocker enough pushback that a line of vision for Monica Rafecas, and the pass landed on the ground. So 3rd and 10 for Team Spain. This is a crucial 3rd down. We are in 4-down territory in terms of the time left, so they do have an extra attempt after this, but hopefully this catch will get them some yards. It does not. It's a complete pass to Lara Rodriguez, but she gets tackled very quickly, and it is now 4th down. Tackle, I think, was number 21, Vanessa Döring. At least I saw her jump up and down celebrating. I did not see the replay. So now this is the game for Spain. This is the one opportunity. Rafecas drops back, and it was a beautifully thrown pass intended for Claudia Font, but it was broken up by the Austrian defenders. In fact, it was Martina Beisteiner, I believe. There is a flag at midfield. Let's see what Luca Scrignani was saying. It was a penalty on the offense. It is declined by Team Austria. So Team Austria at Spain's 40. And there's only a minute and a half left. I am once again losing my voice, so I apologize if I remain silent for a while every once in a while, or if I have to cough. Austria's number 12 keeps the football after a fake handoff. Christina Haberditz, she is the quarterback for the Schwarz Hammers. So instead of Cornelia Priffel, we see now Austria's 2nd quarterback on the field. And she ran the football up the field. But there was a holding call on this play on Austria's offense, so that means a 10-yard penalty, and it is going to be 1st it should be 1st and 20. But it was assessed from the end of the run, so it is 1st and 15. The score 21-6. Team Austria with just over a minute left, and it is 1st and 15 for Team Austria. Hubbard gets the snap and this time hands it off to City Knapp, who runs for about 2 yards. There's flags flying everywhere. Tackle was made by Spain's number 59, Andrea Lopez Rubio. But there is a flag on the play. It is another holding call on the offense. It was Nicole Huber, one of the receivers. And it's another 10 yards penalty, which means it is going to be 1st and 25. 1st and 25 for Team Austria with a minute left in this football game. Even though they're set back by these penalties, if they run the football, since it is 1st down, they can run out the clock. Hubbard handles the snap, drops back, and attempts a pass. It is incomplete, intended for number 36 on Team Austria. That's Sandra Höfler. It was almost broken up by the Spanish defense.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense number 36, 15 yard on the previous spot, automatic first down.
Roughing the passer penalty on the defense, which is a 15-yard penalty and an automatic 1st down. Instead of having a 2nd down, it is now a 1st down for Team Austria with only 36 seconds left. So this is it. This football game is all but over. I'm not sure why the teams do not take a knee, but they don't. They hand it off. City Knapp gets the handoff. Does not fumble the football, which is what's important for Team Austria at this point. She gets tackled by the Spanish defense after about a yard. They were trying to force a fumble. They have done that in the past. And the clock is running out. There are less than 10 seconds left. So this is the football game. Team Austria's offense already came off the field. And this is it. The game is over. Austria won their first football game at this tournament, 21-6 against the host nation Team Spain. It was a well-fought battle. It was a good game between these two teams. The unfortunate injuries set both teams back, and the touchdowns were on some great individual plays and great blocking by both O-lines. These two teams, it was pretty much anybody's game, and they both fought really hard for this win. For Team Spain, it didn't happen this time, but they have come such a long way from where they were in Helsinki 2 years ago. They're going to be in the 5th place game on Saturday. I'm going to have to say goodbye. You will see the selection of the MVPs in just a second, and please tune in again on Thursday for 2 more games, one at 10:30 in the morning and one at 9 p.m. You can check the Facebook page for the tournament for details. My name is Anna Banhedi. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you on Thursday.
empezamos. MVP del equipo de España, jugadora número 10, Mónica Rafeca. Team Spain, MVP, player number 10, Mónica Rafeca. Team Austria, MVP, player number 23, Lisa Neubauer. MVP del equipo de Austria, jugadora número 23, Lisa Neubauer. Y para el resto del público, nos vemos en la última jornada de este campeonato europeo de fútbol americano femenino, donde la selección de Austria luchará contra la de Finlandia por un puesto en la final y la selección de Alemania jugará contra la selección de Suecia por decidir quién juega el partido del quinto, sexto, cuarto o del tercer y cuarto puesto. Nuevamente saludo entre las dos selecciones y nos vemos dentro de 2 días en este mismo campo, en este polideportivo de la ciudad de Maracena.
Miro, se me corta la respiración. Cuando tú me miras, se me sube el corazón. Dentro de tu mirada